In the far reaches of the galaxy, beyond the shimmering edges of the Milky Way, lay an uncharted sector known as the Nebulon Expanse. It was here that humanity's quest for discovery had led them, aboard the exploratory vessel UESS Pioneer. The ship's mission was simple: to seek out new life and new civilizations, and perhaps to boldly cook what no one had cooked before. Captain Alyssa Reyes, a seasoned spacefarer with eyes that had seen both the wonders and horrors of the cosmos, stood at the bridge. The crew around her was a mix of scientists, engineers, and explorers, but none were as unique as Chef Max Harrison, the ship's culinary prodigy. Max wasn't just any chef. He was a gastronomic genius who saw the potential for culinary delight in every alien flora and fauna they encountered. Today, their journey had brought them to the planet Zelora, a world enveloped in swirling mists of iridescent colors. The planet's surface was a kaleidoscope of bioluminescent jungles, crystal-clear lakes, and towering spires of rock that glowed with an internal light. The air was rich with unfamiliar scents, a heady mix of alien spices and blooming flowers. "Captain, we're picking up life signs from the eastern quadrant," Lieutenant Tran reported, his fingers dancing across the console. "Any indication of sentient beings?" Captain Reyes asked, her curiosity piqued. "Unclear, ma'am, but the readings are off the charts. We should investigate." "Prepare an away team," she ordered, "and make sure Chef Harrison is with them. If there's anything edible down there, I want him to find it." As the team descended to Zelora's surface in a sleek shuttlecraft, Max couldn't help but feel a thrill of anticipation. This was what he lived for: the chance to discover new ingredients and create dishes that no human had ever tasted. The shuttle touched down gently in a clearing surrounded by luminescent trees that pulsed with a gentle, rhythmic light. "Stay alert, everyone," said Lieutenant Kara Mitchell, the team leader. "We don't know what we're dealing with here." Max scanned the surroundings, his senses attuned to the environment. He noticed strange, fruit-bearing plants with vibrant, translucent skin and mushrooms that glowed like lanterns in the underbrush. He carefully picked a few samples, his mind already racing with culinary possibilities. As they ventured deeper into the jungle, the team encountered a series of stone structures covered in intricate carvings. The symbols were unlike anything they had seen before, but they hinted at an ancient and advanced civilization. "Look at this," Max said, pointing to a carving that depicted what appeared to be a banquet. Alien figures sat around a large table, sharing a meal. "Fascinating," Lieutenant Mitchell said. "These people clearly had a sophisticated culture. We should document everything." As they continued to explore, they heard a low humming sound that grew louder with each step. They followed the noise to a clearing where a group of Zelorians stood in a circle, chanting softly. The Zelorians were tall and slender, with skin that shimmered like polished metal and eyes that glowed with an inner light. The team hesitated, unsure of how to approach the aliens. Max, however, saw an opportunity. He stepped forward, holding out a piece of fruit he had collected. "Hello," he said gently. "My name is Max. I'm a chef. I come in peace and with the hope of sharing our cultures." The chanting stopped, and one of the Zelorians stepped forward. She was adorned with a headdress made of iridescent feathers and carried a staff that glowed with a soft blue light. "I am Alara," she said in a melodious voice. "You are welcome here, Max the chef. We have long awaited the arrival of the Starbound cook." Max's eyes widened in surprise. "The Starbound cook?" "Yes," Alara said, her eyes twinkling. "Our legends speak of a traveler from the stars who would come to share the bounty of the universe. Come join us in our feast." The team followed Alara to a large communal area where tables were set with an array of alien dishes. The scents were intoxicating, a blend of sweet, savory, and spicy that made Max's mouth water. The Zelorians gestured for the humans to sit, and the feast began. Max sampled each dish, his mind analyzing the flavors and textures. He recognized similarities to Earth ingredients, but also noted the unique qualities of Zelorian cuisine. He realized that this was not just a meal, but a form of communication, a way to bridge the gap between their species. "I must share our food with you," Max said, inspired. It is our tradition to offer what we have in exchange. Alara nodded. We would be honored. Max returned to the shuttle and retrieved a portable cooking station and a selection of Earth ingredients. He set up in the clearing and began to cook, using his skills to blend human and Zelorian flavors into something new and extraordinary. The Zelorians watched in awe as he worked, and soon the air was filled with the aroma of his creations. The resulting dishes were a triumph. The Zelorians tasted the food, and their faces lit up with delight. They began to share stories, using food as a common language. Max learned about their history, their struggles, and their dreams. As the night wore on, Max and Alara sat together, discussing their cultures and philosophies. He felt a deep connection to her and her people, a sense of kinship that transcended the vast distances between their worlds. Suddenly the ground trembled and the sky darkened. The joyful atmosphere turned tense as a massive shadow loomed over the clearing. A colossal creature emerged from the jungle, its eyes glowing with malevolence. "It's a Balaroth," Alara whispered, fear in her voice. "A beast of legend. It seeks to consume all that we hold dear." The team sprang into action, but their weapons seemed ineffective against the creature's thick hide. Max watched in horror as the Balaroth advanced, its maw opening wide to unleash a deafening roar. "We need to find its weakness," Lieutenant Mitchell shouted. "There has to be something." Max's mind raced. He remembered the ancient carvings and the banquet scene. An idea struck him, a risky, desperate idea. He grabbed a bundle of herbs and spices from his kit and ran towards the creature. "Max, no!" Alara cried, but he didn't stop. He hurled the spices into the Balaroth's mouth, hoping that the potent flavors would trigger a reaction. The beast recoiled, its eyes narrowing in confusion. Max seized the moment and signaled for the team to focus their attacks on the creature's now exposed underbelly. The combined assault worked. The Balaroth let out a final, ear-splitting screech before collapsing to the ground, defeated. The Zelorians and the humans stood in stunned silence, the reality of their victory sinking in. Alara approached Max, her eyes filled with gratitude. "You have saved us, Starbound cook. You truly are the one our legends foretold." Max smiled, exhaustion washing over him. "I'm just a chef who loves to explore and share. We did this together." As dawn broke over Zelora, the bond between the two species was stronger than ever. The humans and Zelorians celebrated their newfound alliance, knowing that their shared journey was just beginning. Yet as the UESS Pioneer prepared to depart, a mysterious signal was detected emanating from the heart of the Nebulon Expanse. It was a distress call, ancient and cryptic, hinting at a long-lost secret that could change the fate of the galaxy. Captain Reyes turned to Max. "Looks like our next adventure awaits." "Ready to uncover more culinary wonders?" Max grinned, his eyes shining with excitement. "Always, Captain. Let's see what the stars have in store for us." And with that, the UESS Pioneer set a course for the unknown, leaving behind a planet forever changed by the power of food, friendship, and the indomitable human spirit. To be continued.